I spoke about this before. I talk about it every time I speak about it. It's so fucking simple that people look at me and they're like, well, no shit, but why don't you fucking do it? And what I'm going to talk about is the power list. Okay. I have a thing that I've been using for 17 fucking years. All right. It's called the power list. And if you've heard of it before, you know what I'm going to talk about for the next 5 minutes. If you haven't heard of it, this is going to be the best 5 minutes of your fucking life. All right. Here's the deal. Every single day, you've got to win the day. Ben and I both use that phrase all the time. I can't tell you how many times I text my dudes or call my dudes or call people or talk. I'm like, look, dude, just win today. Just worry about today. Make a habit of winning today. And that's what the power list does. It helps you win the day. All right. So when you're first starting out on a goal, whether it be business, whether it be fitness, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You're in a process of changing your actions. You're in the process of changing things that are so ingrained into your brain that anything else seems like tremendous discomfort, tremendous work. All right. It's a pain in the ass. That is normal. It's not just you. It's not just, your goals or your situation. Every single person who ever attempts to get in shape or whoever attempts to build a new company or progress in their career goes through that process because you're breaking habits, all right, and replacing them with new ones. So on day one, the way the power list works is this. You're going to take out a sheet of paper. You're going to write at the top, day one, Monday. All right. And let's just for argument's sake, I'm going to make up some points. You're going to take the list. You're going to number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down the page. All right. And you're going to put in those spaces 5 critical tasks that you're going to do that day. All right. And this is important because I see people misusing the power list. They're putting a power list and they're putting like goals underneath it. It's not a fucking goal. This is what to do today.
You either do it or you don't do it. It's a choice.
This is actionable things that you are going to do. All right. So on January 1st, 2016, this is what mine most likely look like. I could go back and find it, but I'm just going to tell you what it looked like. Do cardio for 40 minutes. Lift chest, because everybody knows Monday is International Chest Day. All right. So eat 6 meals that are on my program. All right. Then I'm going to call this person about this project and have a conversation with them. All right. And then I'm going to read my 5 to 10 or my 10 pages because I was out of the habit of reading at that time. All right. Now, as I do those things, so after I do my cardio, I'm going to draw a line through it. All right. This is important. After I get done lifting my weights, I'm going to draw a line through it. All right. After I eat my last meal of the day where I didn't cheat and I didn't eat shit, I'm going to go through and draw a line through it. All right. These aren't in order. You don't have to do them in order. It's just the things I've got to do. Critical tasks that will move you forward. All right. We're not talking about brush your teeth. We're not talking unless you have a problem brushing your teeth. If it's a problem for you, go ahead and put it in there. All right. But I'll explain why this is important in a second. After I make my phone call and talk to, this business opportunity and have that conversation, I'm going to cross it off. All right. After I do all my things, I'm going to cross it off. And at the end of those 5 things, guess what? I put a W on the page for win. All right. Now, I want to bring a couple things to your attention. One, everybody always asks, well, how come I don't put 18 things on there? This is why you don't put 18 things on there, because you can't fucking do 18 critical tasks in a day. And you're not that disciplined to get all those things done every single day. So we're going to keep it real fucking simple. All we want to do is tick the needle forward a little bit. All right. So if I did those 5 things, that was a win. Go to the next day. Same things. All right.
Let me cut you off and then turn the mic right back to you because I want everybody to capture this because Andy said he's hearing that when people are utilizing this power list that they're putting goals up on the board. What you did not hear Andy say is, today I'm going to make $1 million in my business.
No,
it's the phone call that he can control that might lead to business.
That's right.
The only thing he can control is picking up the phone and making the phone call to have that interaction with somebody that might lead to business.
That's right.
These aren't goals. It's not, I'm going to lose 10 pounds today. It's no, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to choose to work out, and then I'm going to choose to eat 6 meals. Everything he just mentioned, 100% a choice. You either do it or you don't.
It's things that are actionable steps that you can do. All right. They're not dependent on other people. Okay. So you flip, let's just flip through real quick. All right. Go through first, let's say 30 days of my program. The list is going to look pretty much the same because I needed to get in the habit of doing those things. All right. So now 30 days in, I look back and I see all these crosses and all these W's, like all the cross-offs of the list and all these W's. So what am I doing? I'm creating momentum. I'm creating momentum in things that I didn't believe I could do. And when you create momentum in things you didn't believe you could do, guess what starts to happen? You start to believe it. Okay? So let's say 30 days in. My list looks pretty much the same. I look back at it. It's 5 critical tasks that are pretty much the same task. That call somebody might be meet somebody. The read 10 pages, I might have got back in that habit a little faster, so I changed that. But that's what I want to bring up. Once the things that you put on there become natural for you, where you feel like you don't need to write them down anymore, that's when you stop putting them on the list because they are your new habits. You don't need a reminder to do those things. You don't need to cross those things off because you're going to fucking do them. Like, okay, so let's fast forward to 30 days in. I'm doing cardio every day. I feel good about that. I'm going to do it every day because I'm feeling good. I'm eating good every day. So I got 2 extra spaces. All right, I'm struggling with my weight still because I'm really still sore and I'm a little injured because I haven't lifted in a while. So I'm going to keep that on there. All right, so now I've got 2 other spaces to fill in there. So I take off the cardio, I take off the meals because those are new habits that I've accepted and I'm doing them automatically. And I make a new list. And the list would be, all right, and I took the 10 pages off too because I'm back in that habit. So now I've actually got 3 more slots for critical tasks. Okay, so since I've got my fitness in control, I'm still going to write down the 5 tasks, no more than 5. All right, and I'm going to write in, call this person about that because I always want to move forward in my business and I don't want to ever take that for granted ever. I'm going to say, go meet this person about that. I'm going to say, make a podcast today. Start my podcast today. I'm going to say, go do this charitable action today. And then, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to include new lists to help expand the other areas now that I've got this area ingrained as a habit. And what this does, guys, is this allows you to conquer little areas of your life at a time and get to the point where you want to go. Okay? The biggest problem that people have whenever they try to do something is they try to do fucking everything. We're motivated. We're excited. You know what? I'm going to start my diet. I'm going to lift weights. I'm going to fucking become a billionaire. I'm going to become Mr. fucking Charity. I'm going to do this. I'm going to become super dad. And you know what happens? Fucking nothing. Because you don't take the time to actually go through this process of letting these things start to ingrain themselves in your thoughts, in your actions on a daily basis. Because when you're winning every day, guys, and you're doing things, you start to develop something called confidence. Okay? And confidence is where you can lay down at night and close your fucking eyes and see the vision that you want to see and actually believe that you're going to be able to achieve it. All right. And this is the tool I use. This is the tool I show everybody. This is the tool I've been using. I have the same fucking notebook from 2005 when I got a real official notebook and I replaced the pages. It's torn, tattered, but you know what? I'm never getting rid of the motherfucker because it's been with me the whole fucking journey.
Here's another principle that you've shared with me that relates to the power list that you haven't mentioned yet. And that is that I remember you and I were talking one time and I said, oh yeah, I got my power list done, but I was done by like 11 o'clock in the morning, so I must not have done it right.
No, you did it perfectly right. Then you got all this free time.
Right.
If you won the day by fucking noon, guess what? You got the rest of the day to enjoy your fucking life. You don't that's a common mistake that people, I know I hear this and I know you hear this all the fucking time, Ben. What about sleep? I can't sleep. I gotta be awake. I gotta go to bed at 1 and wake up at 2. I got to fucking, be awake 27 hours a day like all these Instagram fuck faces tell everybody. It's not true. Dude, I sleep a shitload. I fuck off a shitload. But you know what I do first? All the shit on my power list. And you know what? I move forward a little bit every single day. It's a basic concept. It's the tortoise and the hare, man. We all heard this shit when we were little kids. Who hasn't heard of the tortoise and the hare? I mean, some of you motherfuckers might not have heard it, but let's be real. This is the long game. In the long game, if you do what we're talking about here and you actually focus on winning every single day, because a lot of people will fucking say, oh yeah, I'm fucking utilizing the power list. You ain't utilizing the power list, motherfucker. You did it for like a month and then you quit. This is something I do every day of my life. Every day, still to this day. Okay? If you give a purposeful effort into winning your day, that long game will become very short, very quick. Okay, so that, like Ben was saying, the vision of 40 years, no, it'll become 4 years. Because most people can't focus on a day-to-day basis to actually win 7 days a week. I promise you that if you do this power list the right way, and you can do it for a fucking year straight, you will not be a year ahead. You will be 5 fucking years ahead of where you were today. Promise.
And I guarantee you they'll be sending you a thank you email saying, I just cannot believe that 1 year of staying committed to something yielded this type of change in my life.
Dude, it's like what I said a couple minutes ago. People underestimate the amount of progress they can make in a year and overestimate the amount of progress they can make in 2-3 months.
And Vaughn, did you hear what I said? I didn't say results. I said change in your life.
Dude, right. It's a real change.
It's a
That's
real
the
change.
thing. That's the cool thing here. Like, anybody can stick to a diet for 90 fucking days and be brutal about it. Not many people can actually change their fucking habits or go from somebody who is an unproductive individual to somebody who is extremely productive and somebody who brings extreme value. You might be this person listening right now. You might be the lowest dude on the totem pole at your company. But I can promise you, if you utilize what I'm talking about here, you will fucking be 5 fucking positions above where you are by this time next year, because the other guys aren't doing it and they're not going to do anything like it. It's the ultimate fucking tool. It's the ultimate. It's the best thing you could possibly do. You want my secret? Like, everybody's got their fucking secret. Buy my secret. Dude, if I would charge for that, it should be like $2 million fucking dollars. But I'm giving it to you for fucking free. Actually, I'm not giving it to you for free. I'm giving it to you in trust that you're going to tell your friends about the podcast and come listen to it.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, and then I can, and then it'll compound from there. But dude, I mean, you've got your own version of this that we talk about all the time.
I call it a prize fighter day.
Yes.
It's the exact same thing. And I'll actually take you to another individual who has helped shape my thinking, coaching, and he was the director of sports psychology for the Cardinals from 06 to 11, 2 World Series titles. His name is Dr. Jason Selk. He teaches the same thing. Focus on 3 things a day. So he says 3. Yeah. So there's so many.
But the point is, it's simple.
It's simple.
Right.
His is 3, mine's 3, yours is 5. But at the end of the day, it's focusing on the things you can control. But Jason always says, making yourself uncomfortable speeds up the process of mental toughness. So when you pick these things, they have to make you uncomfortable. It's not things that are like super easy, right? It's not Andy saying, I'm going to eat 1 piece of fruit today because then I'll feel healthy. No,
that's where the discipline.
Yes. If he wants to lose the weight, critical task, that means 6 times a day, I have to be intentional about what I eat. Not I'm going to eat an apple today. And if I eat an apple, I'm going to feel really healthy by the end of the day.
Right.
And I'm going to start dropping pounds.
No, it's about 100% what you just said. It's about 5 times a day doing something that's a little bit uncomfortable. Nobody likes picking up the phone and calling somebody they never talked to before. It's weird as fuck. All right? And I'm a fucking world-class salesman. I'm going to tell you right now, I still don't like it. So you sure as fuck ain't going to like it. And it's going to be uncomfortable. It's just the way it is. You got to do it. Okay? But I forced myself to do it. Ben forced himself to do it. Anybody. Jerry Rice didn't fucking like running those fucking sand dunes. He didn't like that shit. Dude, you guys have to realize that doing these things like that we're talking about here, this isn't like because everybody's like, oh, fucking powerlist, yeah. And they like get all excited and shit. And I'm like, motherfucker, you ain't even doing it. Because you were the same motherfucker that was on my page 6 months ago, looking the same, acting the same, posting the same shit. You're the same. And I know people that really fucking do the power list, they aren't the fucking same. They grow, they change because they have no choice. It's just the way it is. So we talked about a minute ago, like your goals, right? And how you don't use the power list for fucking goals. What people do when they fuck the power list up is they put their fucking goals in there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they don't put the action steps in there. So they put these fucking goals in there. Like, and they'll make a power list. I've seen some online. Power list for the week. No, there is no fucking power list for the week. There's a power list for the fucking day. Because if you have a power list for the week, you only got 5 things on it, then you waste 6 fucking days. You have to train yourself to believe. How do you train yourself to believe? Andy, I've never had success before. So how the fuck can I believe that I'm going to be successful? Let me tell you how. You're going to go out and you're going to do shit. You're going to go out and you're going to get a power list going. Episode 107. You're going to win some days. And then, because you don't believe I'm going to be successful, you will start to believe on a very small scale. Hey, you know what? I can do this. I've won 3 days in a row. I can easily win a 4th. And you're going to get something called momentum. And momentum is going to drive you to win a little more. And when you win a little more, guess what happens to you? You believe a little more. Okay? Now you're going to go back to the list and you're going to say, hey, you know what? I'm doing this. I can fucking do this. This actually really isn't that hard. I'm moving forward. I get emails every day from you. I'm moving forward faster than I ever thought possible. Well, yeah, no shit. I told you exactly the fucking secret sauce. If you follow directions, you're going to fucking win. There's no magic. There's no fucking success. But the point of the power list is misunderstood. The power list isn't a fucking to-do list. The power list is a specific method that is designed to ingrain belief to the point of expecting to fucking win. The power list is about ultimate productivity, but creating ultimate freedom as well. Once your 5 tasks are done, you're done for the fucking day. Go play Call of Duty all the fuck you want. Do whatever you want. Enjoy your fucking day. If you don't get 5 tasks done, guess what? No fucking Call of Duty. You got to be disciplined. You've got to understand the purpose of the method. The purpose of the method is to teach you how to believe in yourself. The purpose of the method is to teach you how to expect winning, not be surprised when occasionally we win. Everybody wins. We all win. But there is a big fucking difference between people who get their wins and people who win consistently. And that's the difference between the people who you look at that are living the lives you want, that are making the money you want, that are driving the cars you want and doing the shit you want, and you. They've got themselves to a point where they fucking expect to win.